My name is Ailey McDonald and I'm the Fostering Recruitment Coordinator for Care Vision Scotland. Thanks so much for getting in touch with us at Care Visions about inquiring about fostering, and at this stage you will have received an information pack which should give you a fair amount of information about what is involved in the fostering process, but also about the young people, how we receive referrals. Should give you that. And should you want to have more information and definitely want to proceed further, then I would contact you and we would have a nice chat about what it is you want to bring to fostering, your family, household, where you live, the type of fostering that you're interested in. That would all be discussed in that initial call, and just about health, your background, things like that at that stage, just to see if this would be a good fit for you. And then from that, we would then look from the early inquiry discussions to looking at arranging a visit to your home. At the initial visit, I'll come to see your home and just make sure practical things, if it has a spare bedroom, and the house would lend itself, or flat would lend itself well to fostering. And we would just have a much more detailed conversation about what it is that's made you think about fostering, just giving you more information about what's provided, the support, our support groups, all the different supports that we offer in terms of supervising social workers, family therapy workers, education services and training, telling you all about ourselves to see if you think this is right for me and I know that I'm going to get the support required. And we realise how important that is in a job where you're fostering a young person who will have experienced some level of trauma and neglect. And from that, I will write up my visit and take the information that you've given me, and I'll answer any questions you have at that stage as well. I'll then discuss that with my manager about whether we proceed or not, and it might, sometimes we take a pause. You might decide at that stage, that's enough for me just now, but at the other point you might say, no, I'm ready to take the next step and I would like to proceed. So then from the initial visit, we then look at Skills to Foster training. You will be invited to Skills to Foster training along with other potential foster carers, and the training is preparation training. We have people from all walks of life and all sorts of levels of experience or no experience at all, and we will discuss in training what fostering is about, why children are referred, a bit more about care experienced young people, about their backgrounds, about things like family time, just the whole process and some of the stuff, and try and explain what working with social work will involve, and then what your role as a foster carer will look like. People that have facilitated Skills to Foster would then again discuss if this is going to be a good fit for us and for yourselves as well. And then the next thing from Skills to Foster training would be looking at getting yourself an allocated assessor. You would be allocated an assessor who will be an experienced social worker who will have done lots of assessments and knows what they're looking for. It can be quite a lengthy process because we're asking you basically to take a young person, bring them up in your home. We just need to make sure that we have the right fit for our young people and that they would be safe and loved and nurtured. So it does go into a lot of detail, and we're looking for you to kind of engage with that and look at why you want to foster, what your own background was like, what's brought you to this now, how you would foster, what might be different from how you were parented yourself. And then the allocated assessor would then, at the end of the assessment, would then look to approve you. Her recommendation or his recommendation would look at what age group, gender, and take all of these things into account, and then would take you to Care Vision's fostering panel. You would be invited along to fostering panel, and there will be panel members on there who will all have seen your assessment and will all have questions, and they really want you to relax and be yourself and just tell them about yourself, and your allocated assessor will be there to support you through the whole process and through the whole panel. And then from the panel they'll make a decision on the recommendation of the assessor, who will then take that to our decision maker, agency decision maker, who will sign that off in agreement. After you've been approved as a foster carer, you would be introduced to your supervising social worker. A supervising social worker is there to support you through it all, just making sure you've got all the different supports from local authority, from education, just so you understand what's involved, but also what Care Visions can offer as well. They're always at the end of the phone, and they'll visit you for supervision regularly. And then they'll be looking at a match, and they'll have all the information from your assessment and ongoing getting to know you about what the right match. So when we get a referral from a local authority, we would look at that match and look at you and see what young person would be the right fit. And so we look at what's right for that child as well, and where they would fit in your family, and just to make sure that they are the main focus of what we're doing when it comes to fostering.